Director of AT&T St. Louis, Julie Angelica, the men of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, and heating things up in the kitchen, inspired catering by Chef Jamaal. Here's your entertainment for tonight, the Wherehouse Project Band. And here are your hosts. Please welcome Cassandra Walker and Raina Ray.
I'm Cassandra Walker.
And I'm Raina.
Raina is filling in for Ivy, who will be returning on our next show. Thank you so much, Raina, for stepping in.
You are welcome. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
We were jamming. The audience didn't get to see
I know,
that.
they didn't.
We were doing the swim and all kinds of stuff. That's what we do.
We were doing.
That's how we roll.
Oh!
Anyway, Raina, I got to ask you something. You know, as a year closes out and New Year begins, people start setting New Year's resolutions. Do you do that?
Yeah, I made one a few years ago. Never to set another one again.
Really? Oh, that was your resolution, never do it again? And why is that, do you think?
I think it's good to set goals all year long.
I agree. Yep.
I think sometimes we set ourselves up for disappointment when we got to do this, and if we don't do it, and then everybody, look at the gyms. Everybody's exercising in January, and by May,
that money.
Who cares?
May, does it last that long? By like February.
You might be right.
Like President's Day.
You might be right. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't do it anymore because I don't know any that I can accomplish. So I just like you.
You've done it all?
Well, no. I failed at them all.
Oh.
So I set small
You
ones.
meant you did it all.
No, But if I do set one, I'll tweet about it.
Well, I did do. You will?
Yeah, sure.
See, now all right. So maybe I didn't quite disclose all. Last year I said I was going to do more social networking.
Oh.
And I was going to get out more.
Well, see.
I don't know if it's really a New Year's resolution. I kind of made it after the New Year, so it can't be a resolution.
You can count it. I'll
all
let
right.
you.
So I did.
Good.
But I did.
Well, see, now you have to follow us on Twitter.
And Facebook.
And Facebook as well. And YouTube.
Yep.
You can check out this clip, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Anytime you want.
Yep.
And STLTV.net as well. And you know what? Speaking of someone who's up on social media and almost anything else for that matter, LJ, who's in the audience. LJ?
Thank you, Cassandra. I am over here having a party with the people in the audience. This is the prettiest audience in St. Louis. Oh, yeah. Well, all right. You, too, can be a part of this party that we're having. All you got to do is give us a call. We got tickets. We want to give them to you. But you got to call us at 314-552-2970. And you, too, could be a part of the party here in beautiful Forest Park. And you can hang out with my new party people from the Bronx, the men of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. All of my love. I love it. I am sitting here with the Vice Bossilist, Reginald Box. Also, Justin Jackson, who's the Bossilist of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. You guys just celebrated Founders Day. How long has it been?
It's been 102 years, and we're continuing to do things in the community on a local level, district level, and national level.
Wow. So community service-based organization. A lot of people get to see the bros hop around and do a lot of the fun stuff with the gold sprayed boots and the fatigues. But tell us a lot about the community work that you do.
The community work is dynamic work. It's very, very important work. And representing New Kai chapter of East St. Louis, Illinois, small, little East St. Louis has recently been awarded as the premier chapter of the 10th district, the talented 10th district, which includes Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Indiana. I said it again.
Fantastic. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois, so great things are coming out of the city, and you're doing a lot of work in the community. You guys have blood drives. You do a lot of scholarly things. Tell us a little bit about that.
We gave away $6,000 in scholarships to awarding high school students that were going to college. We also did voter registration drives. We recently honored the Trayvon Martin family in their tragic death of their son, and try to give back in that way as well.
You're giving back in a lot of different ways, Justin, and we just want to talk about the portion of you all really helping young men to go into manhood. Tell us about that program.
Okay, well, that's called our Project Manhood program, and it's designed to help individuals grades 6 through 12, and we do a lot of character building and a lot of character development for these young men who are adolescents. You know, it's a tender age, so we provide them with positive role models, especially young African-American men. We want to provide them with positive role models and expose them to things that they may not be exposed to on a regular basis, and make sure that they're well-rounded young men.
You're making sure that the men are well-rounded. You're giving out scholarly athlete things. You're making sure that the community is healthy with the blood drive. What don't the Qs do?
We do everything. We do. We actually lead the fraternities and sororities in East St. Louis, but not just East St. Louis, but the talented 10th District. And we just want to give back to the community. Service is the watchword.
Service is the watchword. Friendship is essential to the soul. Why is this so important for you to be a service organization?
It's so important because it's not about us. You know, it's about a community. There's more than one person in the community, and together we can all achieve more, and together we can all rise.
You heard it right here. The bros are just doing things. You're doing a lot in the community. Where can people find out more information about the organization? I know there's a process if you'd like to be a part, so we don't want to know that part. But where can they find out more about the organization, just to learn in case people want to come out and volunteer?
Well, just go on the website and type in Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, and you will see the national website and be able to read about dynamic brothers throughout the country that are doing great work. And for East St. Louis, you can write us at P.O. Box 3302, East St. Louis, Illinois, 62203. And if you want to become a member of this fraternity, it's hard, but it's fair.
So hard, so hard. Okay, thank you so much for being on the show. What do you have going on over there in the kitchen, Raina?
Smells good, that's for sure. Chef Jamaal, give me some, because you are tearing it up over here.
I'm trying.
This smells so good, and the colors are so pretty. I want to know what we're making, but, I mean, what's the story here, Chef Jamaal? Why are you cooking?
Well, I'm cooking because I love to cook. That's first and foremost now. And if you can't be in the kitchen, you got to get out. You already know that, huh? All right now. Secondly, I'm trying to make these colors go in this cabbage.
Okay.
And what this is a blackened cabbage.
All right, cabbage, these colors. Really, what's Chef Jamaal all about? Who are you cooking for? What do you cook with? What's the thing that makes you cook?
So.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. I put my elbow in.
Oh, not literally.
No, almost.
Well, how long have you been cooking, Chef?
Well, I've been cooking since I was 28.
Okay.
I mean, since I was
28?
16.
Okay.
I'm 28. Also, I've been opening up on my own catering company for 3 months now. You know, and this is what we do. We cook food for anybody who need it. I can cook from 2 people to 2,500 people. It depends. I got a whole staff. I got about 8 friends that backs me up because they know I can cook.
So I call you up and I say, you know what? I have this event coming up. I heard your catering is inspired, as is on your T-shirt here. Mm-hmm. What happens from there? Okay,
you give me about 2 days, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you a few questions like, what type of food would you like at the event? And with that, you might say, I want Mexican. Okay, and then I'll go in with my little assistant, and we'll go through my little cookbooks. Then I'll come back with something like, hey, how about some quesadillas with cream cheese, spinach in it? Have you ever had that?
Well, no.
No,
but it
see?
sounds good.
All right, see, I make different things.
I haven't yet. Can I? Can you hook a sister up?
Hey. A sister hooked me up, bring me back to the show. I might be able to hook a sister up.
I got you.
Hey.
We have to take a break. You know what? It smells so good in here. I'm gonna let you keep cooking. I definitely have to thank one of our sponsors here, Sam's tonight. And you know what? We drew a name earlier. We're gonna give away this Sam's card. Thank you to Sam's for sponsoring us. Mr. Justin Jackson, you are the recipient of the Sam's card. Thank you, Sam's, for sponsoring us. Up next, we'll chat with the actress and writer, Angela LaRocca. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
He wakes up in the morning, does his teeth bite to eat, and he's rolling. Never changes a thing. The weekend.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Table and dreaming, take these chances. Place down in Maybach's on deal. Quiet the time, lights down, you up and down.
Welcome back to the show. And I am sitting here with my new best friend, Julie Angelica, who's Executive Director of AIM High St. Louis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us about AIM High St. Louis.
Thank you. AIM High is an academic and personal enrichment program for middle school kids, mostly from St. Louis Public and Normandy schools. And so essentially what we are is a year-round program serving about 300 middle school students. The focus is a summer school, so it's 5 weeks every summer. The kids stay with us for 4 years, and then we supplement with some Saturday programming during the school year. And the whole idea is to help bridge the gap between what the kids come in, starting with from their academic year, to help make sure that they don't lose ground, but also to fill the gaps to make them better prepared for the school year ahead. And that results in kids that are more confident, more successful in school, and therefore have better futures.
Now, there are a lot of different programs out there, so why AIM High St. Louis?
First, there is nothing else like AIM High in the sense that AIM High is a 4-year program. We work with kids for all 4 years of their middle school, which is a really critical developmental period for adolescents. They're making decisions that are going to affect the future, the rest of their future, really. And if they're not successful by the time they step foot in 9th grade, the likelihood of them graduating on time and moving into a college post-secondary environment is really unlikely. So our job is to help bridge that gap between opportunity and intent, their potential.
So can you tell us a little bit about your success rate and how effective this program has really been?
Thank you. Yes, we have done some surveys of our alum over the last few years, and we've had over 1,000 kids go through AIM High. What we've learned is that better than 90% of our kids are graduating from high school. The vast majority of those, well over 80%, are going on to some form of post-secondary education. So our kids are staying in school, they're graduating on time, and when you compare this to the rates that are happening in the public school districts in general, that's a significant improvement.
You have some graphics here on the screen. Tell us a little about what's going on there.
Those are a couple pictures from some of our enrichment programs. So on the left, you'll see the kids in front of a risk board. That's one of our elective courses. It's just part of that exposure to new ideas and experiences. And in that helps foster critical thinking, their knowledge of the world, geography. So all of our electives can include not only creativity, but also supplement what they're learning in the classroom.
So it's learning in an expanded kind of way, not just the traditional, okay, it's summer school. It's really creative learning.
Perfect, exactly. It's project-based, it's hands-on. Our faculty come from all across the St. Louis region, and they come to us because they're committed educators, they're passionate about what they do, and they're committed to kids' success. It's not just about hitting a standard or teaching to a core curriculum. It's about making sure kids fill the gaps and find success in education, and therefore are more bonded to their educational experience.
Well, it's obvious you're very passionate about the program and what you all are doing. Tell people how to get in contact with you.
Thank you. You can reach us. The easiest way to find out more about about how to get involved in Aim High is through our website, www.aimhighstl.org. In fact, we have a brand new website. It's
All right.
fresh and pretty. But you can also call the office, 314-432-9500.
You have been a joy to listen to. Education is always fascinating, and you made it even that more exciting. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Let's see what's going on the main set with Cassandra and Raina.
Yes, Raina, this is going to be a great interview. Our next guest is an actress, producer, and writer who has had the opportunity to hone her skills both in her hometown here in St. Louis, as well as Chicago and LA.
Well, her one-woman show will soon be taking her to New York, and she's also set to begin shooting as the lead in a new romantic
That sounds
comedy.
like so much fun. A lot of exciting things coming up for her. Please help us welcome Angela LaRocca. Welcome,
Thank
Angela.
you.
So happy to
Thanks
hear.
for having me.
Yes. I'm from Chicago. And
Wait, are you a Cubs fan?
And White Sox. I do both.
Okay.
Because I grew up
we
on
can
the
be
South
friends.
Side. We can be. We
That's
can
okay.
be.
You know, it's a fine line between North and South Side.
I know. But we can all be friends.
Excuse
right.
me, we're in St. Louis.
We can all get
Oh,
along.
sorry.
Okay.
Did we leave you out?
Go
His
Cards!
business is over, luckily.
Go
I
Cards!
know. Go Cards! Go Cards!
Yeah.
Angela, you have to let us know how you got started. First of all, you have such a bubbly personality. You probably
you.
were that 2 or 3-year-old girl that stole the show every family reunion.
I don't think so.
Really?
I have to say I was a little bit more shy kind of growing up, and I always liked to write, and then it sort of evolved into an acting hobby that turned into something I wanted to take more seriously. So
And here you are.
I feel very lucky to be able to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Amazing. And so let me ask you, where did you get your formal training? Did you actually go to an acting school in college, or did you learn in other ways?
I actually started taking classes at Second City in Chicago when I was in high school.
Okay.
So that was just a really cool way, whether you ever want to pursue comedy, improvising is something that we all do all day, every day. So why not take a class to learn the nuts and bolts of it? And took some classes at Improv Olympic when I lived in LA, and really just always wanted to somehow be involved in production, whether it was theater or on camera or on radio. I like it all.
Well, so then talk to us a little bit about how the writing came in. That's how the acting thing, but what about the writing?
Yeah, I'd been acting a lot longer than I had been writing, and I wanted to be a really solid writer, and so I majored in that in college. I always enjoyed it, but I really wanted to learn the structure and the story and how to build characters that people want to see and want to follow regularly. So I majored in TV writing at Columbia College Chicago. And just during that time, still continued to act and do voiceovers. And now I feel lucky I can kind of do a little bit of everything here in St. Louis. Who'd have thought?
I
You
know. Who would have thought that?
All right, so everybody who's made it in the industry or having success in the industry says they know the moment they made it. What is your moment when you feel like you made it?
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think it ever happens as a moment. I think you have to enjoy every project and take it for what it's worth. You know, you can't invest so much in one project because you could have the time of your life and it could flop, and you just wouldn't want that to be a lost experience. So I say enjoy the whole thing.
It's a journey.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us about this romantic comedy that you're in.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's called The Right Kind of Wrong. And the production, I know, story of my life, right?
Mine
but
too.
See?
I'm sorry,
We're
did I
okay.
say that out loud?
We're not so different, me and you. It's through the Midwest Entourage production company. Really great group of local people. And it's headed up by a really sweet husband and wife writing and directing duo. And I actually filmed one project with them about a year or so ago called 7 Minutes. And that circulated in festivals. And so I was so flattered when they asked me to film this one. And we start 2 days after Thanksgiving, so.
Wow. And no,
Excited.
isn't your
Time.
brother in it with you?
Yes.
Nepotism
That's
at
why.
its finest.
Oh, he's so funny. My brother's in the audience, actually.
Okay, and what's his name?
Mark LaRocca.
Mark, okay.
Very funny guy.
And so he's in it with you?
He is. We actually have a scene together, and I was cracking up during our audition, so I really don't know how we're going to get through a day of filming without laughing, but you know what? It's fun.
You said it was a comedy. They'll
Yeah.
appreciate the laughter.
Exactly, very much so, but I gotta remember to, bite my tongue when the camera's rolling. But we have fun, yeah.
Do you prefer film over stage or stage over film or either?
I prefer stage because it's the closest thing to television for me, because both things, you're in something like this, you've got really one shot to get that audience reaction. And it's live and it's a rush, and I kind of like that pressure instead of, oh, stop, go back, do it again. There's something about hearing people and seeing people and watching them just react to what you did, that's why I do it.
The instant feedback.
Yeah.
And what about your one-woman show that's you're going to be doing?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was a project I'd been writing forever. It was called Undercover Undergrad. And it's a one-woman, it's a comedy. It's about my experience, taking a little time off in between starting college and finishing. Took a nice little 6-year, very short break.
Wow.
Yeah, parents loved it. And so I had the time of my life when I returned for the second time. Decided to write about that. And it got into the Fringe Festival 2 years ago. So that's where I debuted it here, which was so much fun. And I basically circulated in some festivals, and New York just called.
Wow.
They didn't call me on the phone.
All right.
But I got accepted to a festival, so
That's fantastic.
going to Big Apple.
So tell us how that was, talk about that moment when that happened. Go through it with us. What were you doing? What did they say?
That was through New York didn't really call me on the phone, but there was an
okay.
email.
They
and
contacted you?
They did.
Yes.
They did.
We were just talking about this social media world. That's how it's done
Exactly.
these days.
Yes.
Yeah. So of course I'm following them and liking them and commenting on them, but no, they said, congratulations, you got in our theater festival, which is early next year. And it blows my mind because I was doing an interview when I first was doing this show here, and I said, oh, I would love to do this show in New York. Just for some reason, that was on my radar. Be careful what you wish for.
Absolutely.
Because, yeah, I'm excited to end the year with a film and start on stage. I think it's
And
good
how long
things.
do you think that will run? Do you have control over that?
I don't know exactly when my show will go up, but
Okay.
there'll be probably 1 or 2 show dates in New York, and the festival runs actually over my birthday, so that could be some, a nice little birthday present.
Yes, and when
to
is
do with
that?
it. February 8th.
Oh, February 12th. Chicago, February.
Okay,
All right, we got
Aquarius,
it going.
Go Cards! Go Cards!
Angela LaRocca, we want to make sure we get all your information so people can find out how to find your films and everything else. So it's Angela LaRocca1 at yahoo.com or Angela
LaRocca.
That's it.
my Twitter handle.
at Angela LaRocca.
I know, very creative.
That's easy.
I know,
I like it.
because I'd forget it. So.
I don't blame you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you so much
Wonderful
for having
you
me.
on.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Should be Go Cards, though.
Well, you know what? LJ usually finds herself in the best place in the house, and right now she's with the band.
I am over here with one of the best bands in the land. They make the walls shake and get the party straight. Give it up one more time for Warehouse Project Band.
I'm headed down south to the land of the pine, thumbing my way into North Carolina. I'm staring at the road, pray to God I see headlights. Well, I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Riley I can see my baby tonight. Well, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock toe. But he was headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnston City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on before the sun. Hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. Well, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me.
Mama rock me, mama rock me. I'm standing here with Jay Hollinger. Introduce us to the band.
Brian McKinney, bass guitar right here.
All right.
Waylon Schroeder on the guitar, saxophone, violin, harmonica. Did I leave anything out?
Everything.
Okay, everything. Mr. Jeff Walker on the drums back there. So
You guys are phenomenal. So you play a variety of music. People can get you for weddings, bar mitzvahs, parties, divorce things, anything you can get.
yeah, absolutely, yes, all the above.
So where can we hear some more of your music?
We lucked into playing here at the end of November for Toys for Tots and all around Alton, St. Louis and stuff. Warehouse Project on Facebook, where we get back with you, no problem.
I know they want to know like I want to know, so tell everybody how to get in contact with you.
Just get on Facebook, Warehouse Project, and we'll call you back, no problem.
Hey, mama, rock me. Let's see what's going on over there in the kitchen.
Well, you know what? It's cooked, it's done, we're gonna eat. It smells so good in here, and we're out of time, so I have to thank everybody for being here tonight. Thank you, Chef Jamaal. Thank you, Angela LaRocca, for joining us.
And of course, thanks our sponsors, Sam's Club and everyone else.
And last but not least, give it away to the band.
You got the food already.